the test against Danny Garcia. Let's talk about the hometown favorite. He had an impressive and an unbelievable homecoming last March against Mikey Garcia in front of nearly 50,000 fans last March. He followed it up with the 2019 Fight of the Year in a classic against Showtime's Shawn Porter at Staples Center in Los Angeles. He has an undefeated record. He represented the United States on the 2012 Olympic team. He joins us from DeSoto, Texas, coming off of a 14-month layoff in which he suffered a terrible car accident, but thankfully he's healthy and ready to go. He is universally known as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Please welcome the WBC and also, ladies and gentlemen, the IBF welterweight champion of the world. Here is the undefeated Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr. Errol, it's great to see you here in your home gym of Dallas. Tell us about how you're feeling for December 5 as you get set to collide against Danny Garcia.
I'm feeling great. I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. Man, we've been training hard, 100% focused, and I'm ready to put on a great showing in front of my hometown fans.
I mentioned about the 14-month layoff because of your car accident and obviously COVID-19. Are you concerned at all about ring rust heading into December 5?
I'm not concerned at all, man. We've been training hard. We've been 100% focused, getting back to the game plan and just, working hard with my coach. And he got a great game plan. I'm going to study it, and I'm going to use it come December 5th. I can't wait.
Are you at the point now of your career that you need those world-class challenges in the sense that you could have taken a tune-up fight, but you said no? Why Danny Garcia?
I picked Danny Garcia because he's a tough opponent, got a granite chin. He's a guy that's always in tough fights, always in close fights. Since his 2 losses with Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman, he's a guy that's going to bring the best out of me, I think. And I think if I'd have took a tune-up fight, I wouldn't have been probably 100% focused or just as dedicated as I am fighting Danny Garcia, because I know he's going to be 100% ready. His dad is pushing him, and he's going to be ready to kind of take my belts in my hometown.
Well, Errol, we look forward to talking with you after your workout. We'll let you go and get yourself ready to go to work out. We'll also talk with your esteemed trainer, Derek James, as well.
Thank you.
Errol Spence Jr., we're going to talk with him in a few moments following his workout, but you're going to see the current welterweight champion of the world work out and get himself ready to go. Errol, we'll let you go do your thing, and we will go ahead and watch The Truth step inside the ring. He's undefeated, punching power in abundance. He is very sound technically. We're going to see and watch Errol Spence Jr. work out here on the PBC YouTube page. Don't forget, December 5, PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. Spence, Danny Garcia.
Put Evelyn on. Hey, Derek, you know my shoes at? They might be in your room or are they in here?
Can't see the office now. Which one?
The ones I was wearing. And my hand raised too. That's my fries in here.
I got food in there, man. There we go, there we go.
You got
Smell like sweet potato fries. It's hot up in this bad boy too.
That's right here.
Yeah, right. That might be a medium in this, man. Yeah. No, I'm out today. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm good to go. Like somebody daddy, granddaddy or something. Huh? It all flow together.
Let's interview Errol's dad, right? That's his dad, right? There you go. You see my man? You mind if we talk to you real quick? Just off camera?
Oh, off camera?
Yeah, off camera. You got audio, right? Well, I'm going to talk to his dad.
Yeah, all right. Well, let me get him this.
Yeah, it's okay. As we get ready to watch Errol Spence train, we are here with his father. Mr. Spence, how proud are you of your son?
Very proud. Very proud. He's a good kid.
And the development, is this something that you saw early on when he was an amateur?
Yeah, he was very good very early. He picked up the sport very quickly. He's a quick learner, so it was natural.
With Errol's focus heading into this fight against Danny Garcia, what are you expecting to see out of your son on December 5 on pay-per-view?
I think everyone is going to be surprised at his boxing ability, at his skill. He's going to show more skill. He's going to be more focused because I think he has more to prove and to prove everyone wrong. Because I know everyone's going to be tuning in to see what kind of person he is, if he's still the same Errol Spence Jr.
And finally, you guys are diehard Cowboy fans.
Right.
This is his second time main eventing at AT&T Stadium. How proud are you, and what does that signify for the Spence family?
Very proud. Signify that he's come a long way. We've been in Dallas now since he was 2 years old.
My 18 out of gloves in there.
To be embraced by the city of Dallas, by Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, it's a big accomplishment, and I'm very proud of him.
Finally, a prediction for December 5.
Prediction is like he always looks, spectacular, one-side fight, all the way. Total shutout.
Mr. Spence, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mr. Spence, the father of Errol Spence Jr., joining us.
No, no doubt. 1,000% on phone too.
As we await for Errol Spence Jr., he is getting his hands wrapped. Don't forget, December 5 on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view, brought to you by Mandan Promotions, DSG Promotions, and TGB Promotions. Errol Spence Jr., undefeated, universally known as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. He will square off against Danny Garcia at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. As you see him working with his esteemed trainer, Derek James, who incidentally happens to also be the trainer of Jermell Charlo as well. Errol Spence Jr. returning to the ring for the first time in over 14 months since his confrontation against Shawn Porter last September at Staples Center in Los Angeles.
In 10 minutes. Huh? Who?
Did you connect it?
No, I'm not.
Also, the undercard is going to be action-packed as well. 3 exciting matchups on the undercard before our main event.
Okay. Let me know. Alongside by Jordan, who's involved in helping to oversee the camp. Jordan, bring along with you. Tell us about how this camp has gone for Errol Spence.
Man, this has been, man, this might be the best camp I've seen him in. He's working hard, can't sit still, and he's been working, man, all year long. He's ready.
Since the car accident, I've heard that Errol's been harder than ever has, and that he just seems so much more focused. What is the key to that?
He just hates losing. It's not about winning. He's just not a loser. You know? And, yeah, for sure. I mean, ask his former partners, they'll tell you for sure. He's been getting some great work.
Now, I know that, what are some of your duties that you can't think about Errol?
Man, I'm a one-stop shop, man. I do anything to basically to make his camp and day-to-day easier, whether it be getting some help, assisting, or talking to some contractors with some of the work that he's getting done around his property, all the way to, shipping and managing and handling our merchandise. One-stop shop.
I heard from our esteemed publicist, Kelly Swanson, that you make the playlist musically. How do you pick the music for him?
Man, I kind of just go with what's popular and kind of mix it up with what, I know he likes and what he runs to. Normally he talks about certain songs every now and then, so I kind of just gauge it off that and, just keep it going.
What do you anticipate on December 5 on Fox Sports pay-per-view?
Man, an exciting one-sided show per the usual, man. Crowd pleasing for sure.
How much does he want to prove that he is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world?
Man, to be honest, Errol really doesn't worry about stuff like that. He doesn't get caught up in the hype, man. He's just a hard worker, and he puts in the work in the gym and around the clock, and he just relies on that and just lets the outcome be the outcome.
Finally, you guys are Dallas guys, obviously taking on Danny Garcia from Philadelphia. Do you feel that sort of that NFC East rivalry that you guys are going to put on display on December 5?
Nah, man, we're just worried about what goes down in the ring. What happens on the football field with the Cowboys, and, that's left up to them. We don't got nothing to do with that.
Hey, Jordan, always a pleasure seeing you, and we look forward to seeing you during fight week.
Appreciate it, Ray. Make sure y'all tune in about a fight December 5th on Fox pay-per-view.
All right, Jordan helps to oversee camp with Errol Spence Jr. You heard it from him, diving into details as to how the Truth gets ready for battle on December 5.
Other one at? What the other one at? What's that? Yeah. Oh, so. So this one. here and show you. 40. Well, you want to keep up with these guys, him and Jamel, man, you want to be the best you can be at what you do.
by the banner, and then at some point, if you can like look at that button, whatever you can just, you can switch between this and now. They want Derek on camera, so Derek, you mind coming over here as we work? Just talk to you real quick. We are with the esteemed trainer.
I take the mask off? No.
If you want, I mean, whatever is more comfortable with you. We are with the esteemed trainer of Errol Spence Jr., Derek James. Derek, first of all, how has camp gone? Has there been any differences that you're seeing out of the welterweight champion of the world?
No, he's been working harder. That's the only difference I see. The dedication, the determination is more. I think that the competition is within himself. I think that, with that being said, I think that he's pushing himself harder, he's working harder, and he's being very focused.
When you heard about the car accident last year, what went through your mind?
I had no thoughts, because I wasn't for sure the impact of it, right? I really didn't get any clarity until I got to the hospital. And I talked with a police officer, and I talked with the doctor, and they said that he was okay, no ligaments torn, no broken bones, or nothing like that. So from that point, I was clear. I was pleasant. I had good thoughts because he was okay. So that's why I really thought and I was okay about it.
Danny Garcia, two-division world champion. Errol Spence's opponent December 5 on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. What challenges does he present to you guys?
I mean, he's very smart. He's very intelligent. He's like the most decorated fighter, really one of the most decorated fighters active right now. He has the deepest resume other than Manny Pacquiao, especially in the welterweight division. So I mean, he's a threat, and you have to be able to be focused and be on your A game and be able to beat him.
During the virtual press conference with yourselves and the Garcias, Angel Garcia said that we are going to come to Dallas and we are going to sit on the helmet of the Cowboys, essentially meaning he's going to handle business against your fighter, Errol Spence. Do those antics and do those words affect you guys at all? Does it upset you?
No, not at all, because I think that to be in this sport and be on this level, you have to believe you're going to go in there and win. You can't think you're going to lose a fight. So for him, you have to be positive, you have to be motivated by some aspect, whatever it is. If they feel like that's the motivation, the Dallas Philly thing, with the NFL thing, that's what they want to do. Let them be inspired by it, but we're inspired by other things. It's hard to compete with a man who competes against himself.
And lastly, you told me that since the accident, Errol Spence is hitting the hardest that he ever has in his career. Why is that, and what is the key to his power?
The key to his power is his body. I mean, he uses his whole body in his punches, so he's not just punching with his physical strength. And he's really focusing keen on technique. And that's the technique of it, is you turning with your whole body with your 147 pounds of pressure, opposed to hitting with just physical strength. And the body's not built to take that type of pressure, so if he's hitting with that type of pressure, generally it could be a knockout at any point. Not to say he's gonna knock Danny Garcia out, but to say that with the right rotation, the right turn of the body, that could happen.
Derek, thank you so much. We'll let you get back to the workout
Thank you.
with Errol Spence Jr.
Thank you.
Derek James joining us back to the workout with Errol Spence. You're watching the welterweight champion of the world, Errol Spence Jr. workout here on the PBC on Fox YouTube page. He'll defend his titles on December 5 against Danny Garcia, the two-division world champion, on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Limited tickets are available at SeatGeek.com, or you can purchase and watch it live on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view.
Ron? Where did Lester? No, Lester. Can you bring him over here? Oh, there we go. Good job. Mind if we just do a quick interview with you off camera? I'm just going to ask you about it. All right, we are here with Lester Bedford, who is one of the organizers for December 5's Errol Spence Jr. Danny Garcia pay-per-view from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Lester, thanks so much for joining us. Can you tell me about how big of a fight state Texas is?
Oh, it's huge. For me, it's the biggest boxing market in the country because you have Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth. You got the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. You got the Cowboys Stadium, which is a major football stadium with a roof. And you've also got the new Globe Park, Life Park, where the Texas Rangers are, where Dodgers won the World Series. That's a new player possibly down the road. And also you've got Minute Maid Park. So you have all these major arenas with a roof. And so it's not just football stadiums, but they're football stadiums with roofs. And you can do major boxing events all day in those.
You've been a part of some big moments for Errol Spence. At the start when he defended his title against Carlos Ocampo. Last year when he defended his title to nearly 50,000 fans, Mikey Garcia. How special is Errol Spence, and how much does this area of the Dallas area take him in as their native son?
Well, I'd say he's really the first fighter ever from Dallas-Fort Worth that they've really grabbed from Dallas. There's been a couple Fort Worth fighters, Donald Curry, Stevie Cruz, Paulie Ayala down, back several years ago. But the first fighter from Dallas that has ever drawn anything like Errol Spence is Errol Spence.
I don't know for sure.
His last fight did 47,000 people at the Cowboy Stadium, and that's pretty special. 40-something thousand people, and it's been a long time coming. Dallas has really responded to him, and I think that involvement a lot is the Cowboys' involvement. But more than anything, it's Errol Spence is such a great fighter, and it's the support here is overwhelming, and also the excitement for his comeback because so many people were worried about him, and he was fortunate to have survived the accident that he had. So there's a lot of enthusiasm to see Errol back in the ring, and just enthusiasm in general, even before that.
How giddy is Jerry Jones to be able to have a local homegrown fighter who's a world champion be fighting in his palace? I consider it a palace, that is AT&T Stadium.
Oh, I think Jerry's very excited. He's a boxing fan himself. I don't know if anybody knows, but he promoted 3 boxing events himself. In Arkansas, he used to have a heavyweight, and so to keep the heavyweight busy, Jerry actually promoted some fights. So he's a big boxing fan himself. And he fell in love with Errol, not just because of the fighter that he is, but because of the character and the person that he is. And it's just been a great relationship. Tom Brown, TGB Promotions, established a great relationship with the Cowboys, and I've been fortunate enough to be involved in Tom and also the Cowboys. And I know Jerry, he's all in. He's all in for boxing. He's all in for Errol Spence.
Well, Lester, thank you so much. We look forward to December 5 PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view.
Thank you. It'll be fun.
Lester Bedford, one of the event organizers here in the Dallas area. Watching Errol Spence work out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just send me some. Yeah.
I think you're fine. No, I got you. Oh, yeah.
$50 seconds.
Derek, can we wrap him in a few minutes? That way I can grab him over here like in a few minutes?
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
He's good?
Yeah. Georgia. Time. Huh? I like that dude, man. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Let's say you have 10 minutes on it. 10 minutes on it. Here we go. Huh?
Well, you sure so? I mean,
That's sure, yeah. Double them up. Double them up. Three of them. Double up. Hip. Three of them. Double them up. Shot. Good shot. Shot. Back on it, back on it, back on it. Double him up. Shot. Three of them. Back with body, hip. Green. Two of them, good body. Three on top. Double. Shot. Shot. Hit. Hit. Three of them. Double up. Oh.
Yeah, we'll do one. We're gonna do one.
Props.
Yeah. You're watching the Errol Spence workout here in Dallas. Don't miss Spence Garcia, December 5 on PBC
now,
Fox
you got 2
Sports
more minutes.
pay-per-view.
Well, Ray's going to do some one quick final interview.
If they want to stop now, they got to do interviews.
I don't worry about that.
Three of them. Double up. From the middle. Straighten them up.
What did they say, Ryan?
So after this, and then I'll grab him.
Double them up. Short. Top to
Kelly
bottom.
just said she goes.
Three of
Grab
them.
him, then I'll just have a few questions to ask him. Yeah, no, I got this. Yeah.
Tight.
So after this, what do you think they'll cut him?
Right in the middle. One. Three of them. Three. Get ahead. Yep. Double him up. Open him up. Three short. Time. Ray.
You good? Yeah, Jerry.
Time.
All right. Ray, come over here, Errol. Huh? You want to do the interview over here in front of this? If possible?
Now you good.
Errol Spence Jr. just finishing his workout. And now we are once again going to be joined alongside by the welterweight champion of the world, Errol Spence. Errol, you look in impeccable shape. Is this the best you've ever felt heading into a prize fight?
Definitely. It's one of the best I ever felt. I feel good. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go. You see how I'm sweating now? I'm not dried out and look like I'm just struggling to make weight. I'm feeling good, man.
For Danny Garcia, he's known to have power with his right hand. He demonstrated that being the only guy to stop Adrian Granados. The left hook put Amir Khan away nearly 8 years ago. Is he the hardest puncher that you've ever faced in your career?
I don't know that yet. I'll see when I get in the ring December 5th. Good thing I'm not Adrian Granados or Amir Khan.
So let's talk about stylistically when it comes to you going ahead and starting quick. Is that something that you want to go ahead and do and set the pace early on in the fight?
I'm just going to fill him out. I don't know how the first round going to go. fill them out. If I can't press, I'm gonna press. You know, do what I do. But we got a game plan. My coach got a great game plan. I'm gonna let it go come December 5th, so I can't wait. Everybody's got to tune in and watch to see what I want to do. But it is gonna be an exciting fight.
When you went through your trials and tribulations with the car accident, when it happened, did you ever think you'd be able to get back to this level? Because when it happened, there was a lot of unknown and uncertainty surrounding you and your career.
Just like you said, it was a lot of uncertainty, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I just knew that I was going to keep training, go to a Cleveland clinic and go to any facility I can go to and talk to the doctors and get all type of brain scans and body scans and just make sure I was 100% ready to get in the ring. You know, they gave me the okay. They said, you know, I'm good. I had no brain bleeding, anything. So now I'm just ready to go.
And let's talk about the fact that during camp, you had another child, I believe a newborn son and stuff. So what is that, 3 for you, Errol?
Yes, sir, that's 3.
How has that been like? I mean, the fact that you're training for Danny Garcia and now you have a newborn baby boy. I mean, what was that like for you?
Just a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It's motivation. I mean, he pushes me and it just makes me work harder. Just seeing his face, you know, in my mind and just, you know, pushing me to work harder along with my 2 other daughters. So I'm just working hard, man, stay 100% focused. Like I said, I want to give them a great future. I want to give my 3 kids a great future and make sure they have the best life and make sure I give them the best life. And the only way I can do that is train hard, stay focused, and do what I have to do December 5th to get this victory.
What kind of statement do you want to make against Danny Garcia?
I'm gonna make an impactful statement. I guarantee you, it's gonna be highlights everywhere, all over social media, all over TV channels and everything like that. I'm gonna put on a great show, great performance, and I will get that W come December 5th.
Assuming all goes according to plan, what do you want to tell Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford?
Line them up. They already know who to talk to. I got one person to talk to, that's Al Heyman. They got one person to talk to, and we get this fight on the road. So they already know after I put on this great show come December 5th, whoever else in my way, let's get it.
Errol, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you on December 5 on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view.
Thank you, man. Down strap season. You know what time it is.
Errol the Truth Spence Jr. joining us here. That'll conclude the workout here in Dallas. Thank you so much for joining us on the PBC on Fox YouTube page. Don't forget, join us during Fight Week. And December 5, Errol Spence, Danny Swift Garcia for the Welterweight Championship of the World on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view, brought to you by Man Down Promotions, DSG Promotions, and TGB Promotions. So long from Dallas.
Don't